Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. We begin with record-breaking weather, the catastrophic flooding impacting communities across Vermont as the Northeast braces for more storms. The worst flooding in nearly 100 years has cut off entire communities and caused tens of millions of dollars in damage, with homes, cars, roads, even railroad tracks washed away. President Biden approved an emergency declaration to help coordinate relief efforts. And from California to Florida, nearly 90 million Americans are under heat alerts. In Phoenix, Arizona, the temperature has topped 110 degrees every day this month, and it's expected to reach nearly 120 by the weekend. We have team coverage of the storms, flooding, and the sizzling heat. CBS's Meg Oliver will start us off from Vermont. Good evening, Meg.
Norah, good evening. As you can see behind me, a good portion of downtown Montpelier is still underwater tonight. With the extreme flooding, officials are worried the water is contaminated and have enacted a boil water notice. More than 6 inches of rain in 2 days caused widespread flooding, leaving few areas untouched.
And here we go.
Andrew Mullen, co-owner of Sam's Steakhouse, showed us as he went back for the first time since the storm.
It's a war zone. This is,
You're just stepping in mud.
This is pure mud.
So what happened in here?
The water was nearly up to the ceiling. It was incredible.
Ring camera video captured the restaurant's kitchen filling with water, overtaking equipment. Now the 2-year-old restaurant is an absolute mess.
It's devastating. Like, we lost bridges, we lost roads, cars went down rivers. The power was there was such force, it was moving dumpsters that were full.
Nearly the whole town needs rebuilding. The damage is extensive. Take a look at this, a railroad track dangling at least 60 feet in the air after the storm washed the ground away. Out west in Phoenix, Arizona, it's a different kind of misery. A heat dome has settled in and people are just trying to cope. Here's Omar Villafranca.
After 11 straight days of temperatures of at least 110 degrees, people in Phoenix are trying anything they can to cool down. Some bus stops, even businesses, use these water misters, which can cool the air by about 30 degrees. Michael Imordino runs the Breakfast Club and says customers will brave the heat if the patio is cool.
As soon as it hits about 85, I flip on those misters and we get cold drinks going on for everybody.
With an excessive heat warning in effect until next week, dozens of hydration and cooling spots are open all over the city for anyone needing a break from the brutal heat.
Back in Montpelier, Vermont's capital is plunged in floodwater. The dam is at capacity, rising 43 feet over 18 hours after days of intense rain. So far, first responders have made more than a dozen water rescues. Meanwhile, the dam nearby here is at maximum capacity tonight. If it overflows, that water would spill into downtown, making this situation worse. Swift water rescuers are on standby tonight. Norah.
Meg Oliver, thank you.